Okay, dear friends, I'm back with the machine of a sense on the Hackthebox. I have already spawned the machine earlier, and this is the IP address of the target. And I will use the Pentesting, which is online payload OS provided by the Hackthebox to do this penetration. Before we begin today's video, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. This will help me very much on the YouTube robot. So now let's just get started. We can switch over to Hackthebox viewer, and I have already done the Nmap scanning with the options like Sense Scan, the Version Scan, the Default Script Scan, and also the Comprehensive Scan by option of -P-. So from the Nmap scanning result, you can see over here the two open ports. The first one is 18, which is running HTTP surface, and also the actual version information, which is light HTTPD. But I think there is no vulnerability for this version. And the second one is 443, which is HTTPS. So then what we are going to do next is to do furthermore enumeration for the both 80 port and 443 port. Let's open up our browser. And we can make it bigger so you can see what's going on. Put the IP address of the target, which is 60. Let's hit enter. Yeah, the browser redirect us to another port number or HTTPS. Of course, we can accept the risk and continue. Here, as you can see, we need to supply the username and the password, right? But here, you can take a look at this logo. This is the psfense. So we can, we can do the make research on this application psfense and default password. I think the default password is psfense, right? And so we can make this, or we can take this into our mind as we move forward. So now, of course, we can check the source code of this page. Nothing important here. And of course, you can scroll all code or entire code of this page. But also we can check whether this site has robots file, but not found. So next, we need to use some sort of tools to make the more enumeration. The first one I'd like to use is Licto. Let's hit enter. The Licto can give us rich information about the web application itself, and also like misconfigurations, some common files or directories. But for this case, the Licto cannot give us any useful information, from the perspective of penetration. So I'd like to interrupt this command of Licto. And then what we need to do is use the GoBuster and the dir command to do the directory enumeration. Maybe we need to specify the HTTPS rather than HTTP. And we need to specify the word list. GoBuster, this is my first word list. I always use this word list. And directory, medium, and I'd like to specify the extension options, the PHP, HTML, TXT, a back file, and also JavaScript file, and what else we can, maybe that's it. So we can hit enter. Oh, we need to put the option of a K, which means that we do not want the GoBuster to evaluate the efficacy of the certificate. Do not test the validity of the certificate, in other words. Okay, let's hit enter now. A lot of outputs has been displayed or retrieved. For example, this one, change log. You know, the log file always reveal very important information. So we can go back to our browser to see which kind of information we can get the log file. Change log txt. Yeah, security change log issue. There was a failure in updating the firewall. Manual patching is therefore required, and 2 of 3 vulnerabilities have been patched. In other words, the author didn't patch the third one, so we can possibly identify the vulnerability. I mean the third vulnerability, but at this point, we didn't know what it is. Okay, what it is. Sorry about that. And now we can go back to our terminal. Because the GoBuster will take a bit long time, I'd like to pause the video, and then when it's done, I will come back. See you there. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, a lot of files, like a TXT file and a PHP file, have been emulated out. Of course, you can go through all retrieved files or directories, but I don't want the video so long. So I think we just check this one. You know, the system users always contains some username, even like a password. So we can go back to our browser and paste the file name here, the slash. Let's hit enter. As you can see, please create the following user, and this username and the password is company defaults. We have already used the Google engine to make research that to know that the default password is this one, psfense. So I think now we can log in to the target. Now we can go back to our login panel, and the username is Rohit, and the password is psfense. Let's log in. Don't save. Yeah, I think now there's some function like a system interfaces, firewall service, VPN status, and diagnostics help. But I think such functions cannot lead us to the exploitation. But however, we can make notice that we have already got the version information. We can make a copy, so we can make research. The version is 2.3 exploit. Now we can get the exploit from the exploit database, and we can copy the link and go back to our viewer, and we can paste in here. I need to use the clipboard as my bridge, and now we can access this repository on the GitHub. Oh, no, sorry, not GitHub, just from exploit database. We can download, and then we can move this Python script to desktop, and then we can move this file to our current working directory. So I think now we can interrupt this process of the directory enumeration. We can list the content of this directory. Yeah, we can use the vim to open up this Python script to see what's going on or what it's about. And here, and I think this is the image command injection vulnerability, and we need to specify the remote host, local host, and the username and password. Let's do it. I think also we need to check the version of the Python for this script. Okay, this is Python 3. Let's quit, and then we can run. And we need to specify the remote host to our target. I need to confirm our target IP address. And then we need to specify localhost to our payload OS. And we also need to specify the local port to 555. Of course, you can choose whatever you like. And then we need to specify the username for the psfense application, which is Rohit, and the password, which is psfense. Before we hit enter, we need to open up another tab and set up the listener first. Okay, now let's press enter. Yeah, running exploit, and then we can switch over. Yeah, as you can see, we have already got the reverse shell originated from the target. Even we can know from the banner we are root user. We can check on that by running ID. Yeah, we are root user. Then we can go to the root directory. Then we can get the root flag. Of course, if you want to get the user flag, this will be very easy, because now we can do all things, all functions on the machine, on the target, and we can get the user flag. So, okay, so that's pretty much it. If you can get the right exploit, for example, like what I just showed you, and the process of this exploitation would be very easy. But however, if you cannot get the right direction, maybe this process would be very troublesome. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a good day.